G'day, I'm Brendan Wing and welcome back to YouFishTV. I'm whispering because the wind's dropped out on Western Port and we're Mulloway fishing. And part of Mulloway fishing is just keeping it really quiet on the water. Got to pay a bit of respect to these fish. They're very elusive, they're very rare. And I believe that they can hear you when it's calm. And it's just dropping out nicely. I've got a feeling it's going to go off. As you saw before, the kids and I went out and caught a heap of squid like this in Western Port. And all we're doing for bait is just cutting the big tentacle off it and running on a pair of 3/0 hooks. That's right, little tiny 3/0s. The reason I've gone with the 3/0s is because they're extra fine gauge, extra sharp, very sticky. You touch those, you're in trouble. Look at that. Alright, so Mulloway can come up behind that, feel it, no hooks, and go to the next step and grab it. Then when he turns and runs, engages the gear on the reel. Just look down here. If you look, everyone, we've got the reel pointing straight out where the baits are. Oh, and there's a bite on here, just watch this. Now if that screams off, right, the rod barely bends before it engages line on the reel, and those dangerous little 3/0s just set in the jaw under drag pressure, and that's all we're doing. And as you can also see, the sun's getting low, and about an hour after sunset, an hour and a half after sunset, we've got a low tide change. All that equals Mulloway, especially in January, 4 days after the full moon. That's primo Mulloway conditions. No wind, fresh squid, sunset, low tide, January, after the full moon. No wonder we've got a fish in the boat. Hopefully we can upsize it for you. Now we just make sure we've got it in gear. You want to run about 1.5 kilos of drag, and that on 30-pound line, you can barely pull it off. It actually starts to hurt your fingers on the braid when you've got the right amount of drag. What you don't want is to be able to do that. Alright, you want to be able to, so it just gets pulled off under load. Hear it? That's how much drag I fish. Alright, so we put it in the rod, horizontal rod rack now. Welcome everyone. Tony Blackford, how you going, brother?
Oh mate, I've waited a long time for something like this, Brendan.
Tell us a bit of a story. How long since we fished together, mate?
It would be a good 12 months, and I certainly missed last year's Mulloway season with you.
I remember what we talked about under the boat, back to drag off. Not too much, just a little bit. Remember we talked about, brother? Going towards the anchor, just lift him up gently. It's a nice dew. Now you haven't got the net ready. So everyone, I'm going to hold the camera.
I'll be right, mate.
Got to guide her into the net.
And Brendan, like, in all honesty, mate, I've probably spent 3 years, maybe 4 years fishing with you, on and off. I would have been well over 30 trips, and yes, we've got some small ones along the way, but I've waited a long time to find and finally get an 8 to 10 kilo fish.
Well, that's every bit of that. I just saw it. You know, you've seen it?
I've seen it, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a beautiful fish. Oh. Now I got a phone call from you. I reckon it was 11:35 Melbourne time. Oh, actually 12:35 Melbourne time. I was actually up in the Gold Coast with my family. And I said, mate, I can get down here by 5:30. And that's what I did. You went and got the fresh squid. And it's probably 7:45 now. Fantastic, mate. I've waited a long time for this Winga. A long time.
As he lifts it in the back, when he lifted in, brother, Blakey and I have done, this is officially our 33rd trip together on Mulloway. And that's about 13 kilos of Mulloway right there. It's actually quite a solid fish. And I was having a pretty depressing day at home. There was a bit of stuff going on in my world, and I looked outside and it's such a calm day, and I said to the missus, Justine, I'm taking the kids out squidding. I rang Blakey, said, mate, we haven't spoken for 12 months, but how would you like to do something we used to do and go Mulloway fishing? And I'll give you the date. The date is the 23rd of the 1st, 2011. It's my first Mulloway trip for the year. It's our first set of baits in the water. It's daylight, and there's a massive Mulloway sitting in the bottom of the boat. And it was on squid that my little son caught, Finn. Finn caught all the squid today with Billy. And they netted them and caught them together, and it's just turned into this. Check this beast out. Go, mate. Oh, black.
Brendan Wing.
Roll him into the sun for me.
Look at that, mate. Look.
Put his tail back. That's huge.
That's a beautiful Western Port Mulloway. 4 or 5 years in the making for me, Brendan. You know, and like I said, we've done a lot of trips together.
Keep talking.
And that's everything that I've ever wanted in Western Port Bay.
It's right there, brother.
It's right there.
That's awesome. Well
Beautiful,
done,
beautiful, beautiful big fish.
now I suppose you'd be keeping him, wouldn't you?
Well, I think we should, mate.
Except it's your first Mulloway, mate, and at that size they had tremendous eating.
Yeah.
But what we don't want to do this early in the fight is let him go and spook any other fish that might be down there.
So that's why it's probably better for us today to keep this one.
Keep talking.
And look at that. Do you think 10, 12 kilo? That's definitely more than 10.
Yeah, it's about 12 kilo, mate. Roll his back towards us.
Look at that into the sunlight.
And just sort of flip towards the sunlight a bit. Turn a bit. Tip a bit more. Just keep rotating towards the sun. Other way, that's it, more. Keep rotating that way. There we go, everyone
That's
can
better.
see that. Look at the colours in that, the chromes.
Look at that.
There we go. There we go, mate. Winga and Blackie.
Back together after 12 months absence.
Yeah.
Back together. And look, Winga, we obviously keep in touch every 4 or 5 weeks on the phone.
We do.
For a short, brief chat just to catch up and see what we both have been up to. But mate, yeah.
And you're always doing something football or landscaping?
Football or landscaping and fishing in between. And obviously now with a young family, we both have young families, so well, this is what it's all about.
You beautiful thing. Look at that beast. Look at it. Well, we've done it. I can't believe it. What a way to start a show. Anyway, we're going to get some baits back in the water. We'll see you after the break with more Secret Silver. Woohoo! Well done, brother.